Hey, what's going on, guys? Jeff Geotech, and do you just have an old program that runs on Windows 7, but you need to use Windows 10 now, and you just want to be able to use Windows 7 just for that one other thing that you need to use it for? Well, guess what? I'm going to show you how you can create a virtual machine so you can run an OS and OS. For those who don't know what a virtual machine is, it's just an operating system and an operating system, so you can have like Windows XP on a Windows 10 machine or Mac OS on the Windows 10 machine without having to install it on the actual hard drive, but you just allocated space for it. So first you're going to want to go to your web browser, which in my case it's Chrome, and then I'll have these linked down below for you guys so it's easier for you guys. But here, let's just install the virtual machine ISO file first. So it says that it expires after 90 days, but you can just reinstall it and just re-download it. If you're just using it for one program, it won't be that much of an inconvenience. But there's also other ISO files out there, but this is the most recommended one, and it's the one that actually works, and plus it's also from Microsoft, so I don't have to worry about any viruses. But this was originally used for testing out Windows new Internet Explorer, which was called Edge. I don't see why they just didn't fix up Windows Explorer and Internet Explorer and just instead make it a whole nother one. And first of all, I'm pretty sure they even still have Internet Explorer on here. See, they even have Internet Explorer. So I don't see why they have Internet Explorer still on here with Edge, because everybody uses Edge, Chrome, or Firefox. Those are like the top 3 most used now with Windows 10. But anyways, let's get back on topic. So for virtual machine, let me find it. Okay, then you want to choose which one you want, and you want to click on Windows 7 86 because it's a 32-bit. This 86 is 32-bit. It's just the 86 was the very first processor, and it was 32. Instead of naming it X32, they named it X86, but that's just how it went. Don't know exactly why. Then you want to choose your program. I used to run VMware, but now I'm using Virtualbox, so I'll choose Virtualbox. Then you want to download the zip, but I already have it downloaded, so I'm going to go ahead and cancel because that'd just be a waste of time. Like it said, take an hour. It depends on your network, like what all's going on with your network, how fast it'll download. But let's go over to Virtualbox. Okay, so Virtualbox, this is the application that you're going to be running the ISO file on, and this is the app you're going to be going to go into the other operating system that you're going to be running on your Windows 10 operating system. So there's a Windows host, there's an OS X host, which is obviously it's Mac. There's also Linux distributions, then Solaris host. So if you have a Windows, which most people do, you're going to want to click on Windows host, and it'll start downloading it for you, which once again, I'll have that down for you. So it should be pretty simple, and then you just wait for those to download, and I'll get right back with you guys. Oh yeah, I also forgot. When you download the ISO file, you're going to have to extract it, and so you're going to want to use Winrar, which I'll have this link down below too. Now, you're going to want to hit download the 64-bit version unless you have a 32, and then you say get it free. No, don't listen to me, guys. Download WinRAR. My bad. I've only done this a few times. I just always kept WinRAR on my computer. No, maybe it'll start downloading. Then it'll start downloading, and you'll set that up. But once again, I already have that one installed, so I'm not going to show you guys how to install that one, but I'm going to show you guys how to install the other ones. So you're going to want to go to your File Explorer. And then once you open your File Explorer, you want to go to your downloads. Then you're going to want to search for that package. Now, where did it go? Where did it go? It's going to say ie9.win7.4windows.virtualbox. So you're going to want to hit extract files. And I'm going to do it to the desktop just so it's easy to find. And I'm going to click OK. Now it's going to extract all of that. Now we're waiting for all of that extract. Let's find Virtualbox. But before you did all of that, what I just did, you also want to install WinRAR. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. Where is it? Maybe we'll find There's Virtualbox. Okay, so you're going to want to hit Run as Administrator. Right click, Run as Administrator. Click Yes. Then it's going to start installing. Then you just want to hit Next. And then you can change where all the files go, but I'm just going to hit Next. And I'm just gonna hit next, and I'm gonna hit yes, and then install. Now it's gonna install, and while all that's installing and extracting, I'm gonna get back with you guys again. So after you have everything installed and extracted and all of this fancy jazz, you want to right click on this, and then you're gonna want open with, and then you're also gonna want to hit virtual manager. So now I already opened it for you guys, and then so you can go in and mess with this stuff, but I'm gonna keep my RAM at 512 megabytes, which that's half a gigabyte. Maybe I'll go 128 just to make it one whole gig. But I only have, but you also have to think you won't be able to use these on your regular OS because it'll be using this on the Virtualbox. So let's say I picked a gig just for the Virtualbox. Now I only have 3 gigs when my Virtualbox is running. Same with CPU cores. That's why I only kept it at 1, because I think I only have 2 cores. But then I'm gonna want, and of course I'm gonna want all of this, that. Now I'm gonna click import, and now it should import into your Virtualbox without you having to do anything fancy. So it's just gonna sit there and let it import. Okay, so once it's imported, you're just gonna go ahead and left click on it. You want to hit start, and it should start up for you if it powers on. And if it doesn't power on, you want to go check and see how much you need to actually run the Windows 7 using this, but it should be very light. Now let's see how well this works. So let me make this full screen. Starting Windows. Good old Windows 7. I do not miss that. My stepdad does, but I don't know how he liked that. I love Windows 10 now, and everything is just more easier on Windows 10. And what's nice is because everybody didn't really like Windows 8. I'm not gonna admit myself. This laptop that I'm recording off of used to be a Windows 8 machine, but now it's Windows 7. I hated Windows 8. I thought Windows 8 was better, a little bit better than Windows 7, but now 10, I feel like, oh my, this is a big improvement, and I love it. So, but you're not gonna need to set up any of this since it's just that trial that they were using for. And just select it and click X on these. Then you can even, if you don't like this, which, I mean, I don't blame you, I'm going to choose it as a home network. Then, if you right click, personalize, let's see if you can change the background. I feel like you can. Then, if you're that picky, which I would be too, so I don't blame you guys. There we go, it looks like Windows 7 originally. Then you can do pretty much anything with it. It's just like having this on another computer, but instead it's in this operating system. So that's it for you guys. So if you guys like this video, give it a huge thumbs up, please. Get subscribed now. Well, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.